Maybe some of you are waiting for the breakthrough in the career life or debut. You are working hard and you want to see the results. In this video, we'll be taking 3 charts of people and see what was the common thing in the time when they get the debut or the breakthrough. So these are in the entertainment industry. We have 2 singers and 1 actor, but stick around because those rules apply for all projects, so also there is something for you. So the first common thing would be the transits of the Jupiter in the Bhava chakra of the Nakshatra Lord, of the Lagna Lord. Just kidding. So let's go a little bit to philosophy. Of course, there are scientists which are doing the research, and they may depend a lot of the Lagna because there is the recognition coming from some revolutionary or the new thought. You are like a trendsetter. But for biggest part of the cases, this will be related to the moon. So definitely we need to take the rules which are related to that. How you are received by the public and how you are in sync with the current trends. So this moon, Mercury and Venus, this is a very nice family which is very much occupied with the changing trends. For those people who are also signified by these planets, and also for those jobs like fashion, like music, everything is changing. Everything is what was 20 years ago is no more actual. For these planets which are like Jupiter or Sun, Saturn, like philosophy, like law, there is also some change, but these fundamental principles are staying the same for years. Like for example, you are having the current law which was based on hopes, or which was based on the log, or which was even based on the Kant, right? These things we could say have the longer the shelf life. And for these Mercury, Venus, Moon, everything is changing very quickly. You can be very fast going out of the favor. Therefore, this moon principle and moon rules will be very important here. And this is also something which was confirmed by the rules we are seeing on those 3 charts. So the first principle will be the Chandra Lagna, so seeing the Dasha, because we'll be analyzing the Dasha. Also we'll be analyzing the Udu Dasha mostly, and the second level, the Antar Dasha, because this has to do with your interaction with the people. And also we'll be seeing the Arudha Lagna. Arudha Lagna is a special point in the chart which shows how you are living, we could say, in the mind of people, because we are having 2 worlds. One is the world of reality, and the second world is how we are perceived. This is the virtual world which is happening in our minds. So the first person is Mia. She was working in the hip-hop industry, also in the R&B, and she debuted her first album, which was also successful, about the love and growing up, was happening in the Dasha Rahu Venus. Then we have also Astar Shea. She is also the singer, and she was working on her music before, but also her long-term album was released on 24 May 2010, and this was in the Dasha of Mercury, using the Kevala Vimshotri at Makaraka Vimshotri, or it was in Jupiter Saturn using the Moon Vimshotri. Also, this is the thing to consider which Dasha was more accurate. And then we have the Chris Evans. He gained the attention for the portrayal of Marvel Comics. So that was the 2005 when the breakthrough happened for him. And it was the Rahu Moon Dasha in the Adhana Dasha. This is a special Vimshotri when the Moon is in 8 or 12. In his chart, we have a moon in 12, or in the moon Vimshotri, it was the Saturn Ketu. So we'll see those plans. I will try to find the common patterns, what's going on. For the first chart, what caught my attention is that from the Arudha Lagna in Cancer, the Venus, because it happened in Rahu Venus. So the second level is something which is interesting, Antar Dasha, because at that level, the interaction with people are happening. And Venus is in 4th from Arudha. Arudha is in Cancer, Venus is in Libra. This is very important house for Venus because it is having the directional strength. So Rahu Venus from the Arudha Lagna is very strong. What is even more important, the moon, which is the lord of Arudha, is in Taurus, which is also lorded by Venus. So the principle of dispositor was very active here. So in the Rahu Venus, not only the career sector, which was brought by Venus, the entertainment was activated, but also the Arudha Lagna itself. This is like beginning of your Arudha, the start. when you are starting, when your Arudha is created, when you are in the mind of huge amount of people. So you will be there for a long time, you are born there, and you will be staying there for a long time. In this case, the moon is exalted. The second chart, we have two Arudhas in Pisces, but they are jumping to Kanya, to Virgo, because it's stronger. There is a Saturn there, so it doesn't have this nice jump, but the Lagna Lord is in 7th from the Arudha, so Jupiter is like taking it. And we have this Jupiter and Sun versus Saturn. If we take the Arudha in Kanya, then this Mercury makes a lot of sense, because we know that Virgo is loaded by Arudha. So again, the Arudha Lagna is created. We have this Mercury and Venus, this nice Rajas Yoga in the 2nd from Arudha Lagna. And with the moon making person very, very creative. If those Rajas Grahas are with the moon, person is very creative. So again, we have strong connection to the Arudha Lagna. Also one interesting observation, using the moon Vimshotri, it was Jupiter's Sun. Sun is also with the Arudha Lagna. The third chart, it was Rahu Moon in the Adana Vimshotri, and it was Saturn Ketu in the normal standard moon Vimshotri. So in this chart of Chris Evans, we have Moon, again dispositing the Arudha Lord. Arudha is in Virgo, and Virgo is loaded by Rahu. So Rahu, being in Cancer, has dispositor Moon. And that was in the Dasha of Rahu Moon. Exactly planets related to the Arudha Lagna. Why I took the Arudha in Pisces here, the original one, because this is person also working in the industry, and I want to have those either Mercury or Venus here. Both Mercury and Venus are aspecting the Arudha Lagna. So for Leo Arudha, Simha Arudha, we don't have this situation. Therefore, I took the Mina Arudha, and then it jumped to the Kanya. So we have all these three cases for the Arudha Lagna. Let's see another society-controlled rule, which is the moon, because moon is representation of society. In the first chart, 10 from Venus is Aquarius, and this has very strong Rasi Drishti from the 6th from the moon. So 6 from the moon is very important, and it is aspecting by the Rasi Drishti, the 10 from the moon. For the second example, it was in Mercury. 10 from moon is the moon itself, and it is with Mercury. So the Dasha of Mercury has activated that moon. And in the third chart, we have 10 from moon is Rahu in the moon sign, and the Dasha was Rahu moon. So for all of three charts, these two rules, Arudha and 10 from the moon, are very strongly activated at the time of their debut. Okay guys, if you like this video so far, please don't forget to click the thumbs up. Let's see if we can do 80 likes in this video. Also subscribe with the bell notification on so you are always notified when the new videos are uploaded. We are also starting new community on Discord. We are already discussing the dashas, the remedies, the yogas, and so on. So if you want to join this free community, then the link is in the description. And now let's go back to the video. Now let's see the Navamsha. For the first chart, it was Rahu Venus. Venus is with the 10th lord, and it is aspecting the 10th house by the Rasi Drishti. And you may think, oh, there is the conjunction, there is the aspect and so on. But here for the 10th house, we have the moon, we have Mars and Venus, that's all. And Venus is with the 10th lord and aspecting 10th house. So to fulfill all those three ticks, the 10th from moon, Arudha, and now 10th in the Navamsha, is not so easy. So of course there are this conjunction, there is this drishti and so on, but also we have many rules now, and all of these points were qualified by the Venus. And this happened in the Rahu-Venus Dasha. Now for the second example, we have Kanya Navamsha Lagna. And the Mercury is the 10th lord. So again, we have relationship to the 10th lord. And similarly here, you could say how many planets have this impact on the 10th house. This would be only Saturn, Mercury and Moon. Maybe you could take the Jupiter as the dispositor of the 10th lord. For the third chart of Chris Evans, the moon is the 10th lord too, because moon is loading the Taurus. So similarly here, you have a Venus moon, which is loading the 10th house, and you have a Rahu and Mercury, which have Rasi Drishti on the 10th house in Navamsha. So if you will add 10 from Moon, Arudha Lagna, and the 10 in Navamsha, then you will get some 1 or 2 grahas. So here we'll have this Rahu Moon. So we are having something. I am quite satisfied with what's going on for now. Now let us see what's happening in the Dashamsa. Dashamsa is the special chart of profession. For the first chart, it was in Rahu Venus. So Venus is in the ascendant. It's a 7th lord. This can show how this was appreciated by public. 7th lord in the Lagna is Venus. For the second chart, we have Mercury. Now, Lagna Lord Venus is in the Mercurial sign. So again, what's happening in the Rashi and Navamsha may show something important to career life is going on, but the specific activation of the ascendant in the Dashamsa is showing that there is something new. There is something born, because the ascendant is showing is the signification of the birth. So Mercury is dispositor of the Lagna Lord Venus. And for the third chart, it was in the Rahu Moon. Moon is aspecting the Lagna Lord. So here it could be what? Saturn is in Lagna, Sun is Lagnesha. We could take dispositor, which is Venus and Moon. So 4 planets. But if you add these 3 principles, which we discussed before, you will end up with 1 graha probably for Chris Evans. So I'm quite satisfied with these principles. Also, the bonus point will be that in the first case, the Antardasha Graha, the planet which was activated at the time of breakthrough or debut, was involved in Dharma Karma Dipati Yoga, which is the 9th and 10th connection, which is giving normally big career life, international, related to some institutions like academia or big banks or government projects and so on. In the second, we have relationship to the chakra and Raja Yoga of Lagna. In third case, we have Lagna Lord and 10th Lord Dispositor. So in all of these cases, this was also activating some central and essential yoga in the chart. Okay guys, so that's gonna be it for today. I hope you find this video interesting and informative. I hope you like those research examples videos for showing how accurate is Vedic astrology. Please don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching till the end and being here on this channel. If you like to have personal consultation with me, then you can find the link below. And if you like to see more videos like this, please consider watching this one.